Welcome to Mbuya Parent School and Kindergarten, situated in Kampala City with modern, well-equipped facilities plus extensive playing fields and amenities. Mbuya Parent School believes that a better future lies where children know how to find and create balances in themselves and the world around them. This explains our fusion of academic subjects and co-curricular activities. There are many opportunities presented to them to flourish both in and outside the classroom.
I want to become a president when I grow up.
I want to be a pilot.
I will be the best fashion designer.
Mbuya Parent School, the sky is our limit.
Hello, our lovely learners. I welcome you to yet another lesson of reading. My name is Adon Caroline, teacher of Primary 2, and this is going to be reading lesson 4. And in our lesson for today, we are going to look at a new sound. At the end of this lesson, I expect you to be able to identify words with the sound, in the sounds. I also expect you to be able to differentiate the soft and hard sounds. And lastly, I expect you to be able to read words and sentences using the learned sound. Now, before we go straight away to the lesson, I just want you to listen to a simple story that I'm going to give you. Are you ready? Okay. Yesterday, George and I went to the gym. When we reached there, we found Joe and his friends. They were listening to aerobic music. So as they were listening to that music, of course they were dancing. They were saying, J, 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 J. So my dear children, what sound were they making as they were listening to that music and dancing at the same time? They were saying, J, J, J. Very good. That is the sound that we are going to look at today. Now, before we look at that sound, I want to remind you children that many vowels and consonant letters have more than one sound. And letter G is one of those consonant letters which have more than one sound. What do I mean? It has the hard and the soft sounds. Now, the hard sound, the hard G, it is produced by making its letter sound. And the letter sound is sound G. Sound G. As you are saying G, you feel it comes from here. It comes from the throat. Say it as you are touching your throat. G. Again, G. Yes, that is the hard G. It comes from the throat. Now, the second sound is the soft G. Now, the soft G uses its letter name, and that is G. You can, even if you are saying it, you feel it is soft. It's just on your lips. You don't feel it coming from here. And another thing, if letter G is followed by letter I, letter E, or letter Y, it also produces the same sound, G. This is what I mean. If a word is beginning with this one here, this is what I mean by letter I following letter G, then letter E following letter G, and letter Y following letter G. They produce the same sound, and that is G. As you can hear in the word giraffe. Giraffe. You say giraffe as the G sound. Another one we can have jams. Jams. You hear the G sound. And also gym. As you are saying gym, you hear the G sound. Whereas in the hard G, the words, when you mention the words, you hear that strong sound. For example, as in the word goat, you hear G, goat. Then we have another example, bag. You hear the sound G, bag. Or you can have another example as garden. You hear that sound G. So that is what I mean by having the hard and the G. However, we also have some other words, children, which may have letter I or letter E following letter G, but they will not make that sound G. So what you do in that case, you just read the words the way they are. Now, today we are not looking at those words. We are not concentrating on those ones. Our focus are on the words which produce sound G. Only those are the words we are going to look at today. Now, when you look up here, this is what I was trying to explain to you, dear children. We have these words, we have example of the hard G, and this side we have examples of the soft G. So let's read them and we hear the sounds. Goat, goat, gap, gap, gum, gum. You hear that G sound, you hear it. Now this side, let us look at this one here. Giraffe, giraffe, jam, jam, gym, gym. So you see that when you're reading these words, you realize that they produced sound G, the soft G, and that is our focus for today. We mentioned a giraffe, and this is the picture of a giraffe. This is the picture of a giraffe. Giraffe. Let me put it here. Okay. Now let us move on, children, and we look at more words which have soft G sounds. Remember, I told you that is our focus for today's lesson. We are not going to look at any other sound. We are not looking at the hard G. We are looking at the soft G words. Okay. Here we have examples of words which have soft G. So we are going to read them one by one. The first word here. Now, what I want you to put in mind is that wherever you see letters which have been highlighted, highlighting means they have color. In this case, we have color red. That means we are emphasizing the G sound in that word. Okay. The first word here is ginger. Ginger. And ginger is what we normally put in tea to make the flavor of the tea nice. This is what we call ginger. Children, ginger looks like this. It is pounded and put in tea, and it makes tea taste very nice. Another word here, we have engine. Engine. Then we have another one, clergy. Clergy. Then we have this word here, general. General. Imagine. Imagine. Then we have angel. Angel. Then we have another word here, cage. Cage. And I know most of you have cage at home. People who keep birds, you know, you have cage at home, and this is how a cage looks like. This is the picture of a cage. The picture of a cage. I'm going to put it up here. Cage. Okay. Our next word is damage. Damage. And then the next one is garbage. Garbage. And this is the picture of garbage. This is the picture of garbage. This one you see, which I've highlighted, this is the garbage in a garbage can or a dustbin. This one here, garbage. Okay, the next word is digit. Digit. Then we have stage. Stage. Danger. Danger. We have the word orange. Orange. This is an orange. It's a fruit. orange. This is an orange. The next word is large. Large. Then we have pigeon. Pigeon. And our last word is page. Page. So, dear learners, you see that when you are reading all these words, you hear the sound j in them. All the words have sound j. Now, let's move ahead and look at the sentences to help us understand some of these words very well. Let's look at the sentences together, children. We are going to read together. We are going to read the sentences together. Sentence A says, can you manage to carry that luggage? Can you manage to carry that luggage? Here you realize that they have highlighted two words, the words manage and the word luggage, meaning they have sound j. The next sentence says, the car is in the garage. The car is in the garage. The word garage is highlighted. Number C, our classroom is very large. Our classroom is very large. That means we have enough space in our classroom. The word large has also been highlighted. The next word, we saw a giraffe at the zoo. We saw a giraffe at the zoo. Our word giraffe has sound j. We have highlighted it. The next sentence says, Sandra is eating an orange. Sandra is eating an orange. The word orange has been highlighted because you hear sound j as you're reading the word orange. All the words which have been highlighted, they have sound j in them. Let's move on to the next sentences. We read them so that we get the meaning of those words. The next sentences, please. Sentence F, a pigeon is a domestic bird. A pigeon is a domestic bird. The word pigeon has sound j. Mother always puts ginger in the tea. Mother always puts ginger in the tea. The word ginger is highlighted, meaning it has sound j in it. George is in the gym. George is in the gym. This sentence, we have two words. We have the word George and we have the word gym. We wash our hands with the soap to remove germs. We wash our hands with soap to remove germs. The word germs is highlighted because it has sound j. Our last sentence says, do not talk to strangers. Do not talk to strangers. We have highlighted the word strangers because it has sound j. So, dear children, all the words that we have learned today and the ones you have seen in the sentences have sound j, and that is our sound for today. So I know that when you're reading, you will not be having any problem at all to differentiate the soft G and the hard G. Now, before I close this lesson, I'm going to leave you with an activity that I would like you to try and see whether you have understood these sounds very well. Our exercise number 1 says, let's read together, children. It says, write out words with the soft G from the brackets. Write out words with the soft G from the brackets. This means that these words which are here in this bracket is having words with both sounds, the hard G and the soft G. But I'm only interested with those ones that have the soft G sound. You are going to write them for me. Number 2, complete the sentences correctly using the words below. Complete the sentences correctly using the words below. These are the words in the bracket. we have read these words, and I'm not going to read them for you, because I know by this time that you are able to read those words. And the sentences are here. So you read the sentence, you see which word fits it to complete it correctly, and you write that word there. We have 3 sentences. Then our last number is here, number 3. Number 3 says, read and draw. Read and draw. So you are going to draw these words. You read them and you draw them. And when you are drawing, use a sharp pencil and make sure that you draw very good pictures. Pictures that can easily be seen. So my dear learners, I want to thank you for being with me throughout this lesson. I just encourage you that continue to washing your hands with soap and clean water, and stay home and stay safe. Thank you very much.